Hi everyone, it's Derek and Dave from the I Ready podcast here, and this is our reaction to the 2-each draw against Aberdeen in the Premiership tonight. Well, Dave, we wanted blood and thunder from the team to honour a legend that is Walter Smith, and all we got is a bloody nose and some wet farts, wasn't it?
Derek, I am so frustrated after watching that. It's unbelievable. Just like what you said, we were looking for a reaction. The crowd was looking for a reaction. Today of all days, such an emotional few days, we would honestly have thought that we would have got some sort of reaction for the players, Derek, and I'm just so annoyed with that performance from the team. And it's just really, really disappointing. I'll let you get into a very brief description of the game, but that's just really, really poor in my opinion.
Yeah. Two changes from the St Mirren game. Bassey in for Barisic and Kamara in for Davis. So we lined up McLaughlin, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun, Bassey, Aribo, Lundstrom, Kamara, Roof, Hadji and Morelos. On the subs bench we had McGregor, Davis, Simpson, Patterson, Wright, Sakala and Arfield. And there was obviously the impeccably observed minute silence for Walter Smith as well. So if you needed an incentive for anything, not that you should when you're a Rangers player, there was your incentive. But
Definitely.
The players never delivered tonight. We started off, as per usual, the first 5 minutes really strong, and then we just collapsed. So it was an infuriating first half as we played well in spells and then collapsed in others. And on occasion, we were quite happy for Aberdeen to have the ball. All that led to mistakes and our ultimate downfall in the game. As I said, as per, we played the opening 5 minutes well. We played with intent, and as per, we made the mistake at the back and we ended up 1-0 down on the 9th minute. Trying to play out from the back with Goldson playing an absolutely stupid ball to Lundstrom on the edge of the box. Why was he playing that ball? I had no idea, because Lundstrom had a player right on him. Lundstrom gets caught with the ball. Aberdeen get possession in the box. They played it back out the box. Couple of passes, across and a header at the back of the net. Just pish poor all round. Defending, marking. You can argue the fact that the marking wasn't there because it was a mistake and it was maybe unexpected, but just all round utter dire goal to lose.
Totally self-inflicted too, Derek. That's the most annoying thing about it. Absolutely stupidity. It was a terrible ball to play anybody. And, completely avoidable. I realised what they're trying to do. They want to play out from the back. But you play out the ball from the back, you make sure that the first pass out goes to somebody that doesn't have anyone on them, or, an easy ball. It's just really, really poor stuff, Derek. And even the marking at the back post, they put the cross in and there was nobody near the guy, he put the header in as well. Really shocking start to the game. And as I say, things get worse as I'll let you get on to next.
Just in relation to the whole Goldson thing, 2 seasons ago he was absolutely garbage because he was trying the casual, nonchalant Hollywood passes. Last season he was immense because all he was doing is clearing his lines. Now he's gone back to this utter pish of trying to be too clever with the ball. There's your mistakes right there. That is what's costing us goals this year. The casualness at the back. We weren't doing that last season. Anyway, we had a couple of chances after that, deflected out for the corner, and then absolute disaster. We went 2-0 down on the 15th minute from fucking Scott Brown. A corner in from the right, it may have taken a slight flick off the attacker's head, right to the centre to the unmarked on-running Brown, who bullets the header into the back of the net. And who should have been on him? James Tavernier.
It was, again, Derek, absolutely woeful defending. You could see him making the run for the edge of the box. Nobody with him at all. Don't get me wrong, it was a bullet to a diving header. There's nothing that McLaughlin could have done to keep that out. But again, completely avoidable if we had kept up with our marking. And it was just, we made it far too easy for him. And, 2-0 down with 16 minutes gone at Ibrox, and that just changes the game totally, because that's us, we are mountain to climb after that. Really, really disappointing.
And then it could have been just game over 2 minutes later, because Aberdeen had another great chance. They were knocking the ball about our defence. They should have had a shot earlier, but ended up having a shot from the left side. It was a weak effort and a comfortable dive and save from McLaughlin. Should have been 3. They had about 3 chances to hit it, and it probably would have hit the back of the net if they had just taken them. That was probably Aberdeen getting nosebleeds for being so far ahead and so far up front. But just absolutely dire defending there. However, we did pull a goal back on the 20th minute, and Morelos made it 2-1. An outstanding deep free kick by Tavernier on the right right to the back post, and Morelos heads it in. Just a great delivery, great header. Questions apparently about the free kick in the first place from the panel at half time. I'm not too sure. I would need to see it back, but the referee gave it. It's about time we get some luck, because tonight Aberdeen were play acting. They were diving about the place. They got away with a number of fouls tonight. They got away with a number of fouls that should have been yellow cards as well. They conned the referee a lot of the time. So we're taking that one, aren't we?
Definitely, Derek. And as you say, it was a great ball in by Tavernier. Nobody's questioning, when Tav's on for him, especially the balls that he puts into the box, or causes so many problems for the opposition defenders. And he'd done it again there. Great ball, and Morelos in the right place at the right time, headed it in. And that was only 20 minutes, Derek. And we really thought that was going to kick-start us into action after that. We try and get back in. So it's still, a mountain to climb, but at least a lifeline at that point.
Yeah, I mean, we did take the heat from that, and we were in the ascendancy, and we were the better team for the rest of the half, because we had all the possession. We were actually a wee bit forward thinking. We had a number of shots that were deflected wide, which were potentially goal bound. I think we had 9 corners in total in the first half. Best chance of the rest of the half was in the 42nd minute, with a superb corner from the right from Tavernier, right to the centre, finds the header Goulson with a bullet header, and an incredible diving save by the keeper to turn it around the post and out for the corner. So certainly, it was half-time, probably came at the wrong time, but that's what you've got to deal with, though.
Yeah.
Changes needed at half-time. If not changes, certainly a complete attitude change. And Dave, we never got that, did we?
No. As you say, Derek, we were really pushing for that equaliser in the first half. A number of chances, forcing a lot of corners. Just the whole of the rest of the first half was in Aberdeen's half. And then, for maybe the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, Derek, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was really poor, really lethargic. It looked as if we were, completely running out of ideas. Our front three done absolutely nothing, Derek. And that was, I mean, you know me, Derek, I am, the biggest fan of Alfredo Morelos. Even him, they were doing absolutely nothing at all, when the ball was coming in anywhere near them. The standard of passing for the Rangers team as well tonight, Derek, was as bad as I've seen it in a long, long time. The amount of times that we gave the ball away was absolutely shocking. And, that was it. We would be looking for us to come out in that second half and really go for it, and they failed miserably at that point.
Yeah, I mean, Clive Tilsley had the cheek to say, well, we're knocking on the door, but I don't know where he got that from, because all we're doing is side pass, back pass, side pass, and getting down the wing, try to cross something in. And this is the thing, I've said this time and time again, see when the likes of Tavernier is off it, he's pish. He can't defend. He cannot cross. I think it was maybe 1 in every 10 crosses we're finding he's meant tonight, because it was absolutely abysmal when we were actually getting a cross in. Beggars belief. We did, however, make a couple of changes in the 61st minute. Lundstrom off, Arfield on. 77th minute, Aribo and Roof off, Sakala and Wright on. And almost straight away, Sakala made an impact, because he got us a penalty on the 80th minute. It was a long ball floated into the box. Sakala bundled over by David Bates. Again, another clear penalty. I know the Orcs will have something to say about that, but I really don't care what they say. It was a clear penalty anyway.
No, definitely 100%, Derek.
Yeah. Up steps Tavernier. He looks nervous to me. However, he hits it to the left, mid-height. Keeper dived the right way, but it was well to place, and that was a milestone 50th goal for him. So credit to him. It was, Roof was off the park at that point, so I would have thought he would have taken it, but credit to Tavernier there, and he slotted it away. But other than one cross and a goal, and I suppose you could say it's a cross and a goal, he was the only two things he'd done all night.
Exactly, yeah.
But at the same time, his rest of his deliveries were woeful tonight. So, and really, we wanted to kick on from there, have a last 10 minutes, but we never really got it. And again, it was just piss poor from the team.
There was no onslaught, Derek, at the end. We had 10 minutes left of real time, and whatever was getting added on, so potentially about 15 minutes. Any other team would just be firing balls into the box constantly, trying to go on the end of it. But it was just so poor. I realised that Aberdeen were doing everything in their power to get the game, to slow the game down. The amount of players that they had going down, niggly fouls constantly. But again, we let ourselves down as well, Derek. There was quite a few times that we were playing right into Aberdeen's hands. Connor Goulson with the push you know, and Johnny Hayes as well. You know, Hayes was going absolutely nowhere, pushes him. That gives Aberdeen some respite. You know, it was the same any time the ball went forward. Morelos was obviously getting frustrated. He was getting involved. That was playing right into their hands as well because the referee was right on top of it. It was just a really frustrating night. And going forward, this is the worrying part for me, Derek. I realise our defence let us down, but going forward, there was no real penetration there. And I keep going back to it all the time by saying how much we miss Ryan Kent. Even when Kent wasn't fully firing in all cylinders, that balance of having Kent, a naturally left-sided player who loved to run at players, along with Morelos, along with Roof as well on the right-hand side. It was just a natural balance, and we've lost that completely. There were far too many players tonight, Derek, that just didn't show up, and that's the difference for last season. If we were having a game like that, there was always one or two players that would show up and give us a wee bit of magic, that enough to do something to get us to win the game. We've not had that this season at all. We have not had that at all, and I honestly am still waiting for us to kick on and actually go out and play really, really well and get the goals, and it's just no happening. But tonight we just weren't at the races, Derek, and our draws probably all we deserved with the way that we were playing tonight. Just really, really disappointed and frustrated in that performance.
Yeah, so we'll go over it in a wee bit more depth tomorrow night. Dave's went on a rant as per usual, but so Dave and I will be recording our main podcast tomorrow night, and yes, we'll obviously get into it then. So as ever, you can go to our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com, and you can also go to our usual podcast outlets. So disappointing night all round. Really, this team needs a good shake. The gaffer really needs to get a grip of this team now, because even if we had turned around and won this game tonight, again, as I've said during the first half, it's paper over the cracks. Yeah. We've seen it for months now. This isn't good enough. Rangers, get a grip. So thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye, folks. Speak soon.